With football season in the borderland now over, we turn our attention to college basketball. UTEP is off to a 2-3 start under first-year head coach Rodney Terry, and they're playing a quality schedule, at least through their first 5 games and even a 6th game. The Miners have played games at New Mexico State as well as Arizona and New Mexico just this past weekend. The problem is that they've lost all 3 of those games, but now they get the Aggies in their own backyard, and while there's no such thing as a must-win in November, they want this one, especially considering it's been a couple years, maybe a few years, since they last beat their battle of I-10 rivals. And Terry, he's calling all students.
When you create a great environment, and it's a tough place to play, is when your students bring a lot of energy to the building. You know, and not to say that our community can't bring the energy, but the student body, you know, that's huge.
Also making headlines today for UTEP sophomore guard Evan Gilliard was named Conference USA Player of the Week, while FEODG was tapped as Conference USA Freshman of the Week. Gilliard averaged over 20 points per game in 2 games last week, while ODG averaged a double-double. Well, on the other side of this rivalry, you have New Mexico State. The Aggies have started the season 4-1 with one of those wins coming against UTEP earlier this month. As I mentioned, the Aggies are coming off wins against New Mexico as well as Eastern New Mexico. But what really stands out about this team is the points that they've been able to put up. The Aggies are averaging over 80 points per game and have eclipsed 90 points in 3 of their games already this season, including that November game against the Miners in Las Cruces. However, if you look back at that game, Chris Jans' team didn't get off to a good start, and the Aggies know they have to play better.
They smacked us in the face in our home court not too long ago, and certainly would give them confidence, you know, playing us at their home court. So they've got our full attention and our players' full attention, and we'll be preparing hard the next couple of days to get ready to, you know, go over and play a tough opponent.
7 p.m. tip-off from the Don Haskins Center. I mentioned New Mexico State's winning streak. UTEP hasn't won a game in this series since 2014. That's 8 consecutive Aggie wins over the Miners.